Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be talking about a vocab strategy called the word Quilt tool, and I would like to apologize if you can hear any thunder in the background. Sorry, I didn't know it was going to start raining until I started recording this. So, with further ado, the introduction. It's going to be for a 6th grade class over fitness, and it's going to be the text that we used is Open Fizzed Fitness Knowledge Academic Language Cards. For the strategy description, as you can see here, it says list the vocabulary being taught, then they will translate the vocabulary into a different language, and then they will define using a picture or in writing, and use the word in a sentence. So this strategy is a way for students to take what they learn from the text and be able to create a resource that can link back to. And it's kind of a fun little strategy that you can use for them. How was I introduced to this strategy? So I was able to find this strategy online. It was a PDF called A Quick Toolkit for Enhancing Academic Language and Physical Education. And it was created by Phoebe Constantinou and Deborah A. West. And the strategy was located on page 15 of the PDF document. Why use a strategy with the chosen text? So, academic language cards is a list of academic language that will be used throughout the course of the lessons and everything like that, and it puts the vocabulary from the text into their own words to create a better understanding. How would this get integrated into a lesson plan? So as you can see here, I have a sample of what it would kind of look like. So the vocabulary word that I chose is aerobic, and I translated it into Greek, which is pronounced aerobic, and then it is defined as relating to, involving, or requires oxygen. And the image that I chose was the heart as it's running, because aerobic relating to, involving, or requiring oxygen. A exercise that requires oxygen is something that also helps promote the heart. And so the sentence that I used is a 2-mile jog is an aerobic exercise. So how you would integrate this into the lesson is you would have the word quilt tool layout posted on part of the gymnasium wall with the vocabulary words that will be covered in the text. And then you would have the students work together in groups of 3 to have each group fill out each of the vocabulary words. And then you would have everyone go through the text and complete the word they were assigned, and then have them explain what they learned about each word. How does it help students? It gives the students a resource to use when applying the vocabulary during the lesson or for other activities. This strategy can be used to promote syntax and vocabulary. An example of this would be having them create some kind of fitness plan or kind of meal plan or something like that, and they would need to know this academic language or the vocabulary that they would have learned through the text, and having that word quilt tool on the gymnasium wall would help them better understand and be able to come back to that so they can use it as a resource. And if I'm teaching my class and they need to understand what I'm saying with some of the vocabulary words, or if they're confused, then they have that to look back on as well. And so how would you assess students basically over what they learned from what they did using this strategy? So again, you would probably have to cover it up or move to a different area, but you can use it as an exit slip, test, quizzes, or they can write, discuss activity/game strategies. All these ways can be used to test their knowledge over what they learned. So, thank you for listening to why I chose this strategy. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day.